Tēnei te mihi atu ki a koutou katoa ngā tauira hou e eke mai I te wānanga nei. So greetings and welcome to all you new students that are being welcomed or introducing yourselves to the university. The Pōwhiri itself is a process where we actually link and unite two entities. So the entities are of course your tangata whenua or the people from here, which is normally, because we're at the university, it's all the university staff and students, past and present, to all the new students, their families and anyone else that they happen to bring along. So what it is a way to unite two entities and get them to introduce themselves to each other in the first instance. The Pōwhiri is also about those that have restrictions upon them. So when you enter a new country, you have restrictions upon you, you have to go through customs. This is our way of taking you through customs. So you are here to to relieve you of your restrictions. So you're restricted at the moment. The process that we go through at the end of the whole process, including the hungi and the hariru, and then kai, the restrictions are then released upon you, and then you become, or you join with, the people of the land or the tangata whenua here, the hosts. And you don't become hosts and visitors, you now become one united people. There's many different ways that the Pōwhiri can be enacted, but the way that we do it here at Waipapa is there's different stages. So of course many have commented on the roles of male and female. So of course for us that's about the entities of rangi and papa, or rangi nui and papa tuanuku. So there's a male and female balance, which is why you always have at the very beginning when they meet at the gate, we have the woman standing in the front and the men usually surround the woman. And again, that's a strategy in relation to ensuring that the future generations are well cared for and looked after. So in the whai kōrero also, they also talk about the purpose of what we're here for. And of course, our purpose here is to welcome all our students. I want to say our bread and butter, but to welcome all our students to the university, because it is them who actually have provided us with an opportunity to share what it is that we need to bring for the university and to enforce the teachings, learnings and research that are provided by the university. The karanga is a way of introduction. It's a very short introduction between the women, and that's to really figure out whether you're friend or foe. So because of the introduction to the wānanga, we know that you aren't foe because you've come here, or maybe you haven't come here as a friend. You might have come here as an enemy because you want to test the boundaries. So the karanga is about uniting all worlds. So that's not just the physical, but also the spiritual. Because without our ancestors, we actually wouldn't be here. The response of the visitors to the haukainga is usually around thanking them for the welcome, but also to bring a kaupapa and their aspirations of what it is that they see for the future and their expectations, so that once they actually come together, they're already sharing that dialogue and that debate about who they are, what they want and what their expectations are, and then we're able to understand as to how we can provide them with that sustenance or that food to actually, so that when they leave, then they actually leave with their baskets half full, because there's plenty more out there in their career journey to actually fill up the rest of it or to share, so that your basket is never ever completely full. The waiata tautoko, or the supporting song, I suppose you can liken it to the barbecue sauce on the meat, or if you happen to be a vegetarian or vegan, is the oil on your salad. So that's to ensure that we are there and showing that both sides are supporting the words of their speaker. The hungi and hariru is in remembrance of how it is without the breath of life, or with sharing the heart. So it's making the connection again physically and spiritually. If you press noses, it's the sharing of your life force. If you happen to also connect with your rai or with your forehead, you're actually sharing your whakapapa with them and helping again to unite the peoples. It's about sharing of that, and what that does is it fully removes the restrictions, because there are different roles that food plays, but food is a way of removing the restrictions, as is water.